So this is the next question I got for y'all. Because I saw this video with MTR. Shout out to Mediocre Tutorial Reviews. Now, this for all y'all. Are fathers needed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, each of y'all can give me the whys. You go first.
Good. Everybody brings something different for their kids. It takes two to make them. You're supposed to have two people. You need them. They need to be in their life.
All right, go ahead.
It's two different structures. Women are for nurturing and learning. Men are for vision, protection. So when you look at the dynamics between a girl that you may bring in and a boy that you may bring in, when it comes to a man, there's only so much that the man can teach the girl. He can teach her what man needs to be, needs to lead her. But when it comes to a boy, he can teach that boy to be a man. So when it's the flip side,
I like how y'all rock it.
it's a flip side that woman can teach her girl to be a woman, to be a wife. But when it comes to that boy, this is a woman that you need to be with. You need that balance.
What you got on?
I feel like a father is definitely needed, but parents are needed also. You see how they both just said what a man supposed to do and a woman supposed to do. Now they gender define what's supposed to happen. Because anything can happen. A mom could pass, a father could pass. Our parents did our best job they could.
Yep.
So I'm not going to judge anybody. So your father there, you there. But you do need that father figure as a role model. You need that mother figure as a model. But
So are you saying a good father and a good mother?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Because I saw this post and I put a comment. I said not just a father, a good father.
Right.
And then the comment went ham. It was on like DL Hughley's page.
Right.
People was like,
everybody got
Everybody not have one. Didn't have a
that's my dad.
no.
Right.
My dad don't do nothing for me.
I didn't look at it like this. Like at the end of the day, like what's considered a good and a bad person? Like that's the thing. Like
All right.
what
Go
we
ahead.
have to understand is when we come into this place of having kids, who's to say we not the healthiest? That doesn't excuse what we do, though. That's the thing. It doesn't excuse what we do, but we may not be the healthiest. And we may pass on some things that we know, as we seen with our parents, it's like a repetitive cycle that needs to be changed. That's what they call generational curses.
Okay.
And it comes to a point where somebody, okay, I done had this with my parents, and this is what happened to me with me and my parents, so I can't do this to me and
That's
my
what
kids.
separates it, is you wanted to continue to learn
But
and grow.
it has to
and
be that
acknowledge your
person
faults.
to do that, though.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. So that's
all
what.
right.
Can do that.
So the reason I'm
Yeah.
all right. So since the 70s,
You gotta recognize it.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
so since the 70s,
That's what consists of. That's what tells you whether it's a good parent or not.
So since the 70s, we're talking about 53 years, where majority of the black population has been controlled by the mothers in the household. Because we don't know the truth about how many men were prevented from being in the household, right? The reason why you can tell what's a good parent is how they develop within your vicinity. Now, we all know the wrong things that we learn. We all learn what did us damage. What makes us good parents is that we don't continue it.
Yeah.
So, either you go get counseling, you teach them the things that, because what is it? I forgot what it is. Rich dad, poor dad. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
But I'm
that
not
teach-
part.
You're still
you
gonna make
teach-
mistakes though.
Correct. First off, we all
Nobody's
have
perfect.
stressors. We might have something
But
where
the
the
thing
kid
is,
might be like
educational
jump on your
value.
chest in the middle of you sleeping, and you might
Even
be like,
with that
ah,
education,
and the
yeah.
way you
Right.
respond. You know what I mean? It's because every kid is not what when you was born and the way you act is not the
Yeah,
same
it's
way
not the
because
same, yeah.
the person you made the child with might have some
Yeah.
some things about him where you'd be like, who is this person?
Yeah.
That was not me. Correct. Because it might be the other person.
Yeah.
Or it might be
Just
one of
the
your
mixture.
grandparents or whatever, whoever's in that
Between
DNA
the
might
two.
have won that
You
race.
know, yeah.
They putting in the work. The goal is to educate them on the things that you wish you would have known prior to you learning them. So whether it's financial, whether it's how to speak to the child, whether it's how you discipline them, whatever. Oh, go stand in the corner. That might not be the best option.
No,
You might need to be like, grab the belt, spare the rod, spoil the child. Sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Having a conversation. Why do you think this is happening? They may be able to answer that. Because some people never been whipped. They be like, my dad never put his hands on me. He may have looked at me and I had to change my whole notion.
Yeah.
Same
That
thing
was
with the
enough for
mother.
them.
It depends
It
on the
child.
individual.
Yeah.
Some of them, you be like, I didn't beat the brakes off this kid.
And
they came back worse.
Yeah.
Because they only thought just beating them made sense. But what if
Yeah.
you whooping them and you never said nothing?
Reinforcement.
You might have just beat them and it's just like, now go to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And never
They
explained
reinforcing.
because they never communicated saying, this is what happened. This was the end result. What is it? Action and reaction.
Yep.
They may not teach these kids that stuff. You know what I mean? Causality.
Yep.
They may not teach these kids this. And these are the things that can change the idea of what you ask is
Yep.
what makes a good parent. That's why when you see women that say the father's not needed, it's a lot of them that say it. Even back in the 80s, they had a whole documentary where the women that were 16, they was like, I don't even want the
I
father.
need
around.
child support. That's what
And
these
some of them
that's what
said
they
it.
said.
They didn't even say child support. They just said,
No, they
I'll
said
live
it.
off the government.
That's child support.
Some of them was in the bank, so they never had to pay. They
But
were
do y'all know
just-
why
I'm
that?
saying,
Do y'all?
like-
Let's get to the bottom. Do y'all know why that was? How that came about?
Go ahead, run it.
They pick them.
No, run it. No, hold on. I want to see what you're gonna say. Run it.
No, I'm just saying because they made it like that. That they separated the black families on
Facts.
purpose.
No.
So then
yeah,
it
yeah.
became. So then it
Yeah.
became. All right.
No, keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
But so we became accustomed to it. You know, so y'all
Yeah.
understand like this stuff was brought into us. We wasn't inherently like this.
No, I
Now,
understand that, but
where do you
she-
think it started though? Because it didn't start in the 70s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they've been separated. They've been breaking down the men. They've been doing all of this, and they using the government and everything else to continue that.
Okay, so did
What
you
about the
know?
civil rights, though? We
Hold
was
on.
united in the civil rights.
Hold on.
That's
Before
the
this,
issue.
once they did the Emancipation Proclamation, more marriages started happening after in the early 1900s all the way into the 1950s and 60s. Feminism came in, and the women from the other side of the fence was saying,
Yep.
I was trying to avoid it.
It's
for the-
the truth.
No, I'm trying to say for you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
How they'll respond to it. Because I have some where I get my videos banned. That's why I try to watch the
We're
words.
gonna
out.
Okay.
move out. Like,
I'll bleep it out.
And I'm not a feminist. I'm not.
Yeah.
But when they came
Yeah.
in, they were coming to the women at that time. You're oppressed.
Yo, us.
You don't do this.
Us.
Y'all all suffering. All
We
of that.
weren't though, and we agreed
And
with them though.
Now what you're seeing in 2023 is an oddity because there are men. A lot of women don't understand this. If you get a man who wants to be with you, who's willing to put in the work, he's willing to work until his dying day to make sure you're straight. And a lot of women don't even believe that's a possibility. It starts early with these young men. 11, 12, 13. Do you like me? Yes or no? And then they say, a lot of dudes can tell you. I'm telling you, it's the funniest thing ever. They'll be like, they told me I was too nice.
Yep.
They told me I was soft.
Yep.
All of that. And
I
then,
heard it.
as soon as they became
Some
the
people
villain,
dealt with. And that's
then
when
the
they
women
loved
loved
them.
and that's the sad part
That's
is because
it, yeah.
it's a weird flip.
It's
Because
a flip
even for myself,
after
when I got told I was too
feminism.
nice, mom and I went into the game and I was a villain.
All that shit. You
How old
got
was people
pussy.
then? I mean, I don't
Correct.
understand.
But
Like
who's
y'all
that?
not.
We-
But who's
I
that
don't-
comes?
I
That comes
don't-
from the parents.
That's the thing, like it
Because
comes
these
from
young
our
girls make these
generation,
choices.
though.
I don't think it really came.
It
from-
did. It did
I mean-
came from our generation. That's the thing. You have to understand the gangster and all that shit. It came from our generation.
Because it started in the
What
90s
did
It
what did
started
gangsters
in the
come
with the
from?
gangster rap.
It started
Where
with
that
the
come from?
Single family household.
Single family households.
So
The
like,
thing is
I
that
don't
came
know.
from feminism when black women decide to join with
Real.
white women. That's the thing. Like,
I
you
don't.
have to
Why is
accept
everything
that.
blamed on every
It's not-
every single
no,
every
it's a
single
question. That's a
conversation we
question.
done came into is coming right back on the black woman.
It
And I just don't
is,
understand.
though. Like, the thing is, like, honey, I love me some black women. I got black women all in my damn family. Alright, all in my family.
Okay.
The thing is, nobody has put the black woman under the scope.
We always know the scope.
No,
We done
we
done it
not.
right
It's
now.
been
And it's
black.
crazy that you don't defend
No, the thing
your
is-
own kind. We are the villain.
We
I
not
feel
the
nothing.
villain.
And
We
the
not-
hate black
we
women
not-
is all on
no, I
Instagram,
never-
all on
no.
TikTok. It's black
the
women
thing
fault.
is-
It's like
look,
everything. And it's
the
not
thing is,
just
it's like it's all. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's
Wait,
like-
shh, wait a minute. Give me a second. Give me a
You
second.
got next. You
Give
got
me.
next.
But did you
give me
actually
a
know?
second. The thing is,
That's a lie.